Z, a legendary alphabetical letter planted on a Nissan 280Z or 240Z, I can't remember which one it was, all the way back in the late 60s, and has been with us ever since. So I'm going to buy a Z tune, mainly because I have the money. My favourite music compilation is to come out next week. Excited? So, there we are. That is our Z purchased. Now to do the Club Z, which, as you can see, I'm eligible. So it's 32332 for this, and it shouldn't take me too long, about 25 minutes I'm going to give it. Then I could go and do Skyline stuff with the hundreds of thousands of Skylines this game seems to have. Not kidding. Now, of course, with every car, don't know why there is no setting, but I am turning off the traction control. Also, my neck hurts. I've been working, damn it. Here we go. 2 points. I wonder how much power this thing has. Here it is, a 280Z, and there's a Z22. Which has been described, for some reason, as a pornographer's car. There's 3 of them. Chill Hop, which has a lot of lo-fi. Ooh. I need to start listening to that again. Ooh, this thing has a lot of power. This seems to be like a road-going version of the Motul Pitworks car from the Super GT series in 2004-5. Because this thing grips and grips. Look at it, not a single hint of wheel spin. Fantastically good handling car. It's a rewarding game, Romain. I suggest you do play. Whoa, bit of oversteer there. More oversteer. And off I go. Come on, turn in now. Ooh, bit of oversteer. I know, but I'm not in the mood for it. Oh, man. I mean, you're more into the mood of Euro Truck Simulator, an American Truck Simulator. Alright, 1 minute 54 laps, so that's not a good sign already of the target of 25 minutes. On with good news, though. Tyres are warming up nicely, which means grip for days. Today I played NFS Undercover in San Andreas. I say nay to Undercover because that game, oh god, it's bad. And Undercover, I mean San Andreas, yes, play for days. There's tons of mods for that game. Play a different game every day. That's why replayability on PC versions are hundreds of times more hours than standard versions. And that's a big advantage of the PC community. We are round the roundabouts, the New York roundabout. This lap is going to be a 144. 140. Yeah, 144. And I am just pulling away. Easy. Don't start shifting about now. And tomorrow, I don't know. Tomorrow for... I'm not streaming tomorrow. I've got gym to do. And to edit video. It must be done soon enough. Plus, hoping to get a project done by the end of the year. Round the famous New York roundabout, which they seem to have nicked from us. And there we are. That's the first race complete with 2 points. You don't know what to play tomorrow. If you got something old in the library, give that a chance. Zed. That's 7.5K for me. Now for the next race. It's 2 laps. I wasn't looking while I wasn't looking, so who knows. Ah, it's Route 246 reverse. There's a Z. An old one. Oh, there's a 350Z there. Whoa, what the hell are you doing? I was about to speed right through these guys. Right, past the 300ZX. In. Yeah, understeer. Tyres not warm yet. Mr. Pinkham, how are you? Understeer. Tires must warm up. Come on now. Oh, God. Mazda's week 13. The car feels great. Problem is, there are people who have no idea what tyre model 7 is and assume I'm going to go around the first corner, and then they slide off into the undergrowth. Lap 2 coming up. Yeah, that's because that's how cold tyres work. Cold tyres are slippery, but once you get them warmed up after a few laps, then they become extra grippy, and they stay that way for a seriously long time. You know, like how tyres work. I reckon by the next season in March, that will mean every car will have the model. The only thing that's left now, the only things that are left now are the roofs, the McLaren F1 cars, a few other NASCARs, and all the Le Mans stuff. And GT3s. Remember when I said that I pushed 300 kilos on the leg press? Yes. You easily dive on into turn 1 and have massive grip. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, that is that. Oh, the AI took over. No. Oh. It realized it can act as traction control and just stop. Oh yeah, that's possible. I remember a story, actually. There was a guy that was being pushed that had a boulder on top of him which weighed about 200 kilograms, and it was crushing him. Oh, Captain 3 laps. It was crushing him and it was pushing him off the side. Now, when you're desperate, this guy, who barely looked like a bodybuilder at all, lifted this thing off him, threw it off, but as a result, he tore one of his muscles. It's amazing what the human body can do when you're in panic mode. The adrenaline the adrenaline puts your muscles into overdrive, and then that's it. You're lifting shit up. Oh, hit the corner there. Oversteer. Oh, God. Thought I lost it. I felt pain in the end. That's what adrenaline does. You're in panic mode, adrenaline just flows through your body. It practically at that moment replaces blood. You don't feel a thing. Come on, turn in, god damn it. Ow. I really gotta stop hitting that corner. .22 seconds ahead. Now, hopefully I don't hit the bridge corner this time. Gladly didn't. Should result in at least 5 seconds. Also realise this thing has very poor fuel economy. Looks like a 152. Yep. Let's see if we can go faster now with properly warm tyres. Oh. Oh God, I knew what to do. It has a lot of power. What you think? Huh? What, the car? The car doesn't have that much power. It's 380 horsepower. It's just when you hit the grass, it gets a bit slippy. You touch the grass and that's that. You get a bit of oversteer. That's not necessarily true, actually. If you have a look at it's the way you drive it. It is the thing. There was a test carried out between a Toyota Prius and a BMW M3. Just driving around at the same pace, around 70 miles an hour average. The BMW M3 got better fuel economy because the engine isn't being stressed. The Prius didn't get very good fuel economy because the engine only has about 89 horsepower, so you have to constantly push it. And that doesn't mean a bigger engine means better fuel economy. It doesn't. It just means you don't need to use a lot of power to get to that speed. I mean, around cities, yeah, you're going to be idling a lot, and you will use a lot of fuel. I know that for a fact. If you got a big engine, then yeah, your fuel economy is going to plummet. It's going to plummet off the face of the earth. A small engine with a big fuel tank, you won't actually be that affected. And because most cars have got stop-start systems anyway, it doesn't necessarily matter anymore. Anyway, we're in front of this thing. A cream Nissan. Which we are going to say goodbye. Right, 3 laps of Laguna. See how I do here. Beautiful handling there. Yeah, that means disc error. That's something I have got to avoid, otherwise I will have to purchase a new game. I mean, I've already got a massive backlog, so it wouldn't matter too much. There's just something to be mindful. And I refuse to use an emulator because the game is way too difficult to run. Alright, 142. Let's see if I can do a 135. Beautiful handling. Coming up to the kink. Understeer, lots of understeer. Here's the kink. And I still go off the track. No. There's a lot of understeer going on for some reason. .136, not good. That's better through turn 5. Now for the infamous turn 6 again. Slow down a lot more. There we are. No understeer into the gravel growth. Oh, hey! This looks like a 134. Yep. And there we are, that's Laguna. And there we are. Now, time for the last race. Grand Valley Speedway. Come on. 2 laps of this, and then I'll be free to do these do the R's emblem. Oh, it's reverse as well. Good start. Ow. Past the purple one. With the superior power and lightness of the Z-Tune. Also, that was hysterical amounts of understeer. Out the way. I'm thinking why I don't care about things anymore as I used to. Welcome to that phase of life that I'm in. I don't really care about a lot of things. I mean, hell, I've been doing that for the past 5 years. Hopefully that'll change on the coming of the new decade. And all I keep thinking to myself is, God, I'm old. Oh God, oh God. Well then. Right, off we go now. Let's get on the straight and let's get away from these guys. I really shouldn't have taken me 2 minutes 25 to get around here. That's better. Brake! Turning in. Lots of understeer. Hey, Rage, how are you? I'm doing very well. Turn in! One thing I've learned about race cars, they have lots of understeer when there's no air applied to them. You good too? That's awesome, my man. Oh god, not again. Ah! Move! 10 going 10 wide in turn 1 and 2 and 3. God. That's around Line Park, isn't it? I tried driving the Porsche Cup car around there, and that is terrifying on cold tyres. Anyway, we're done with this one. Doing a super. I've done the supercars. They're terrifying, man. I actually bought one for the Bathurst race, and I didn't qualify. The guy drilling holes into their own home. Anyway, we get the 240 ZG. Brilliant.